The ground zero of learning how to attract a woman sexually. Forget all the bullshit you've learned elsewhere. Forget the pickup lines, flowers, the dinners, the poetry that makes you look like a groveling simp. Because here's the truth. Pickup artist and relationship guru garbage doesn't spark lust. Instead, it sparks contempt. Women laugh at it. They pity it. And if all you've got is a cluster of pickup artist tricks, you're already dead in the water. Shogun Method practitioners know better. Inside the Shogun Method Insider Labs, we snub at society's rules and dissect human behavior with a scalpel for one purpose: to weaponize into a blunt tool of seduction. Every experiment, every twisted idea, every ruthless tactic is crafted to do one thing: to make a woman not just like a man, but to desire him and want to tickle his cojones with the tip of her tongue, figuratively speaking. And because we shoguns do nothing halfway, we approach this with the cold, surgical precision of someone who has dissected every failed attempt men have made at women for centuries. Let's be clear. If you're a weak, simpering idiot who thinks buying flowers and reciting poetry will get you anywhere, this video is going to hurt. If we offend you, then tough luck, because it's a no-bullshit reality check, and you probably need it. Shoguns don't care about fragile egos, because only pussies are terrified of failure and expect shit to given to them on a golden platter. If you want results, and you're willing to work for it, all you need to do is to obey the Shogun Method rulebook and follow what it says. Inside the Shogun Method community at shogunmethod.net, we call this the touch ladder, because unlike the bumbling idiots who fail at every interaction, we shoguns understand that sexual attraction is a science, not a guessing game. So, let's start with the basic premise of the touch ladder. It's simple in concept, but devilishly effective in execution. As I teach in Shogun Method at shogunmethod.com, women never spontaneously leap into sexual attraction for a man based on charm alone. Instead, they respond to escalation in three forms: emotional, psychological, and physical. The touch ladder is a hierarchical framework of touch, starting innocuously and climbing deliberately until the woman is not only aware of your sexual intent, but actively participating in it. As any seasoned Shogun Method practitioner will tell you, that touch is the linchpin of sexual attraction. No amount of witty banter, mission-driven charisma, or confidence will substitute for the primal human response to physical escalation. This is female biology at work, plain and simple. So, here's the deal. If you are too timid, too passive, or too scared to initiate touch, you are doomed to be invisible, a background character in your own life, while women flock to us shoguns. The first rung on the ladder is purely inner game. Before any physical touch, a shogun must first master his own mind. Most men act like terrified little boys desperate for approval. They want a woman to respond positively and immediately to their attempts, which generates pressure, anxiety, and mistakes. The prescription: be independent of the outcome. Approach a woman with the mindset that you couldn't give a flying shit if she's attracted to you. Your goal as a man is to play along with her response and enjoy the interaction without caring about anything. This is essential because women unconsciously detect desperation, and nothing kills sexual interest faster than wimpy neediness. By showing indifference, you flip the psychology upside down. She senses that you're in control, unafraid, and confident. As we shoguns know, this isn't arrogance. It's a tactical maneuver designed to prime the woman's mind for sexual escalation. The next rung on the touch ladder involves verbal escalation, a technique underutilized by most men. It's not about lewdness or vulgarity for its own sake. It's about comfortably navigating sexual topics, teasing boundaries, and building anticipation. An easy Shogun Method tactic for verbal escalation is the one question, one answer game. This game has two rules. Rule 1, take turns asking questions. Anyone can ask anything. Nothing is out of bounds. Rule 2, if a question is too uncomfortable, say, pass, but immediately continue with a new one. Start the game with a small, safe question. For example, first ask her about harmless childhood crushes. Then, slowly escalate to sexual experiences. This game does two things. 1, it conditions the woman to attach arousal and excitement to you. And 2, it shows your comfort with sex, signaling high sexual competence. Now, here's something that every woman knows in her gut. Men who avoid sexual topics are boring, or worse, sexually weak. Conversely, men who lead conversations with strategic escalation create intrigue, tension, and desire. This is the mark of a sexually competent and confident man. The verbal escalation game also sets up the perfect conditions for the woman to accept the physical ladder without resistance. But here's the kicker. What I'm giving you here is only the surface. Inside the Shogun Method online masterclass at fractionation.org, we take this exact escalation framework and combine it with something far darker and infinitely more powerful. It's the move that doesn't just get her aroused. Instead, it shackles her emotions to you and binds her to you completely. We'll return to the free online masterclass later, so keep watching until the end. For now, let's continue with the touch ladder. Physical escalation in Shogun Method has 5 levels of intensity. Level 1 is the handshake or high five. This sets up the touch baseline and signals confidence without intimidation. Level 2 is the arm hook or the shoulder touch. This shows comfort with proximity and begins establishing intimacy. Level 3 is the back or neck touch. This is a gradual escalation to slightly more intimate. You're testing her boundaries while remaining in the safe zone. Level 4 is casual, playful touches. This signals chemistry. She may initiate level 4 with you herself by doing girly things like nudging you while laughing. Level 5 is the kiss. Go for this only when prior levels have been successfully accepted. Full sexual contact comes after level 5. In Shogun Method, you learn not to skip steps in the 4-step hypnotic trance model. We call this the Rake model, where the 4 steps are intrigue, rapport, attraction, and emotional enslavement. Similarly, you shouldn't be skipping levels here. Jumping straight to sexual contact triggers rejection, discomfort, or worse, being labeled a creep. Like the Rake model, the ladder is a calibrated experiment where each level is a piece of feedback. If the woman resists, the Shogun steps back. If she leans in, the Shogun progresses forward. Like everything in Shogun Method, the system is dynamic, responsive, and ruthlessly effective. To summarize, here are the key points we've covered in the touch ladder strategy. 1. Start interactions with a strong mindset of outcome independence. 2. Introduce playful sexual conversation to build mental arousal. 3. Progress through the touch ladder, one rung at a time, always respecting boundaries. And 4. Monitor her responses and calibrate. Sexual attraction is not static. Like the Rake model, you earn it level by level. We're coming to the end of the video, so here are the 5 important takeaways to remember. 1. Men who ignore touch are invisible to women. 2. Men who chase outcomes will sabotage themselves. 3. Verbal sexual comfort is non-negotiable. 4. Escalation must be deliberate, stepwise, and observed. And 5. Emotional manipulation amplifies sexual attraction to near addictive levels. That's the Shogun Method touch ladder stripped bare. And here's the truth. The weak will whine about luck, morality, or chance. Strong men shut the fuck up, put in the work, climb the ladder, and win. We built Shogun Method for those men, the virtuous masculine who want robust, reliable sexual attraction, not bedtime stories and excuses. Now listen carefully. The touch ladder only buys you her attention, and attention is dirt cheap. It burns out fast. If you stop here, she'll forget you the second you leave. That's where most men crash and burn. Too timid, too lazy, too scared to go further. A shogun doesn't beg for crumbs. He takes the ladder and drags her into the red zone of emotional enslavement. That's where fractionation lives, the kill switch in her hindbrain that locks her onto you with a chemical-like addiction. Once you trigger it, she's bound to you. She can't leave because she doesn't even want to. Shogun Method isn't for dreamers or fragile little boys. This is for men who want ruthless psychological dominance, not fairy tale excuses. If you've got the balls to handle that kind of power, step into the Shogun Method online masterclass at fractionation.org. That's where the real game begins, believe me. Click the link under this video or go to fractionation.org now. Fractionation.org.